Lovelies. So today I came to you guys with a grocery haul video. I'm basically just going to, I guess, pull everything one by one to show you guys what I get. For those who don't know, I'm alkaline vegan. I'm not gonna talk a lot. This video was requested by my sister who's behind the camera. She's my videographer today. Woo. All right guys, so I'm gonna split it up by where I got my food. So I went to Sprouts and Trader Joe's, and then I typically get my Crystal Geyser water from either Walmart or Dollar Tree, whoever has it, and it's $1 at both of them. So, all right, I'm gonna start with Sprouts. So for Sprouts, so I ran out of a few things, so I got black pepper. This technically isn't a Dr. Sebi approved item, but I'm not letting black pepper go. I got some cloves. This is a Dr. Sebi approved seasoning, but I've actually never cooked with it before, so this is gonna be completely new for me when I do actually cook for it. So I got 2 of those, one for my sister and one for me. Then I stocked up on some more oregano because I love oregano. I use it for a lot of things. I have Brussels sprouts right here. I usually get this huge bag. I like to use Brussels sprouts to roast them in the air fryer. If you don't follow my vegan channel, check one of these corners up there. I'll show you guys how I roast my Brussels sprouts in the air fryer, but I also use them for like pasta dishes and for my salads. So I always eat Brussels sprouts. I always get garbanzo flour. I use this for my waffles, for my cookies, for my dumplings, for my chickpea eggs, because I love my eggs. So that's my substitute for eggs. I got this long cucumber. Typically I get the long ones for when I'm making my chickpea salad. Again, that recipe is on my vegan channel. So I usually get this one for that recipe. I got some jalapenos, just 2 of them because I'm gonna be making salsa later. I got some cilantro right here. This is also from Sprouts. I eat cilantro almost every day. Cilantro is a really good herb for you, so I try to add it to every meal that I cook. So even though it has a strong taste, I cover it up with the flavors of everything else because this is a really powerful herb and it's really good at removing heavy metals from your body. And way back when, I used to actually blend cilantro up with water and drink that because it's that good for you. My sister just made a face, but it's really good for you. Then I got some organic peaches. So I got 4 of them, just some organic peaches. I got some plantains. I got 3 of them. Typically, I usually split it between green and yellow, so I'll half and half it, but they only had green today. So that's just what it is. So that's it for Sprouts. I usually only shop at Sprouts when they have sales because other than that, Sprouts to me breaks the pocket. Not as bad as Whole Foods, but I really like Sprouts for certain little things, but again, only when they have sales where I need stuff. So now I'm gonna get into my Trader Joe's haul. You guys know I'm obsessed with Trader Joe's and that's where I do like 90% of my shopping. So I got some portobello mushrooms. I use these to make portobello steaks. And it's pretty much the only mushrooms that I can eat that I don't have a reaction to. So that's why I get these. I either get sugar plum, the organic sugar plum or sugar cherry tomatoes. They're both in the same packaging right now, but both of them are Dr. Sebi approved tomatoes, so you can get either or. I usually just get whatever box is fullest. Then I always have avocados. I eat a lot of avocados, at least 2 a day. That's how I maintain my weight. Being alkaline vegan is really hard for me to gain weight, so in order to maintain it or for me to gain, I eat a lot of avocados. So I usually get 2 bags. I always get one that's unripe, so completely green, and then one that's ripe. This will be done in the next couple days. Then I love gala apples. I always get the organic gala apples from Trader Joe's, as well as their organic pears. So yeah, these are like, I always have these fruits in my refrigerator for the most part because they last the longest in the refrigerator. I think apples, you can have them in your refrigerator for up to 3 months, and pears typically last around a month to 2 months if they're not ripe when you purchase them. So I always have those usually in my fruit drawer at the bottom of my refrigerator. Then I have this new obsession with dried cherries. So I started incorporating dried cherries in my salad, and when I say it takes your salad up a few notches, okay? It is like, I can't describe it. You would just have to try it. So I got this one. This is the only dried fruit ones that I get from Trader Joe's because they have numerous ones that you could get, but I always get the unsweetened and unsulfured ones because that one is just pure fruit, no sugar added, no preservatives, nothing else added. It's just literally just the fruit. So ingredients will literally say dark sweet cherries, and that's it. So whenever you're getting dried fruit from Trader Joe's, make sure you get the unsweetened and unsulfured version of it, not the other ones, because it got all types of stuff in it. Next, I eat a lot of onions. So my favorite onion is the red onion because, again, I eat a lot of salads and I love the way red onions taste. So when they're raw, so I typically only get red ones. The only time I get a yellow onion is if I'm going to be making soups. Next thing, I got these green olives. They're in a can, which is not technically a Dr. Sebi approved thing. However, usually olives have vinegar in them and that's acidic. So I can't actually consume olives anymore out of like the jars, the glass jars. So I get this one because the only ingredients are olives, water, and sea salt. So that's why I only get this one, and it's only this can. They have other cans, but they have other stuff in it. But if it's this one, it's just those 3 ingredients. So I usually have 3 of those. So same thing goes for their garbanzo beans or their chickpeas. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these because I'm gonna be making a chickpea a chickpea salad later, again, on my vegan channel. So I have 6 of these, and the reason why I get this one is because it only has garbanzo beans, water, and sea salt. So normally these are really just for if I, just to have canned goods, God forbid anything happen, I get sick and I can't leave and I need to eat something, I have this on hand, because typically I buy bulk garbanzo beans and boil them myself. So this is just literally just to have some type of canned goods in my home, or when I want to make a quick meal and I don't have time to boil garbanzo beans. Next is bell peppers. I use bell peppers for everything, for salads, for fake chickpea eggs, for aki, the list goes on and on. I have to always have a lot of bell peppers. So I have 3 bell peppers down here, and then I get a red one and an orange one, and usually a yellow one if I see a cute one, but I didn't see a cute one today, so I didn't get a yellow one. Then again, since bell peppers are really important, I always get the small ones too because I use these as snacks. So sometimes I just literally will just take a handful with a bowl and just snack on them. So I like to have these. Then I usually don't get scallion or green onions because I have it in my room. I grow some in 2 pots in my house, but I had just cooked and I used like a lot of them in the last 3 days. So they're just like now sprouting back up. So I got this only so I could plant some more just in case I ever have company again. I have enough scallion to go around. So yeah, I don't know why I have 2 of these, but whatever. God wanted me to have 2. So I have 2 Persian cucumbers. I like these ones because to me, they're really crunchy, and the size of them is really like the perfect size for my sushi burritos that I make. And my sushi burritos are all raw vegetables, and I'll have a video of that on my vegan channel in the next like couple weeks or so definitely check that out. But these are just the perfect size for the burrito, so I love it. I usually just skin them and that's it. And I use them for snacks as well. So when I make my own hummus, I have to make my own hummus because a lot of them have a lot of preservatives in them now, or citric acid or lemon juice, things like that. So typically I'll make my own my own hummus, and I'll just eat them with these as snacks. Then I'm a salad girl. So one of my favorite greens is arugula. I just love the taste of it, so I usually top my kale salads off with this kale. So I have this mixed baby kale, and I like this one for salads, and I like this one for sauteing. So usually this is the one I make a salad with, and this is the one that I cook with, because to me this one cooks down like collard greens. So that's why I like this one. But I'll use either or for my salads as well, but this one for cooking is way better to me. Now for oils, I ran out of all my oils at the same time. So I always get extra virgin olive oil, and this is what I use for my dressing. And you guys, I made an agave olive oil dressing the other day, and it was fire. So that's usually what I use my olive oil for. I honestly do not cook with it, but I had to cook with it last night because I had no other oils. But normally I only eat this uncooked. My cooking oils now are grapeseed oil, and I use this for cooking. I don't really use it for salads. Every now and then I'll use it for salads if I get sick of olive oil, but I don't really get sick of olive oil. But it is really good on salads as well. Then avocado oil. I love avocado oil. I use avocado oil for everything, from my salads to cooking, because it has a really high smoke point, and to me it doesn't have as much of a flavor as say olive oil does. It's very muted to me. So I love this. And grapeseed oil is pretty muted too. I use this for like my, sometimes for my sweet stuff, but usually I'll use coconut oil, which you're really not supposed to cook with, but typically I'll just use coconut oil just so I can have that flavor of coconut. But this is my favorite oil now, avocado oil. It is a little bit more fattening. Yeah, it's like slightly more fattening than olive and grapeseed, so be careful if you add it on your salads. Lastly, I love this sea salt. I love this sea salt from Trader Joe's because it's $1.69 and it's literally 26 ounces. The average sea salt is usually $4 and it's like half this size. So I love getting my sea salt from them. And then the last thing I got is a shallot. I use shallots for cooking. So shallots are basically in place of garlic, since garlic is not an alkaline approved item. I mean, technically it is alkaline, but it's not a Dr. Sebi alkaline item. So I use shallots in place of it. And that's it. That's it, y'all. This is my grocery haul. I'm gonna show you guys everything on the table as well. And oh, I forgot, water. So for water, I only drink Crystal Geyser or Fiji. So this is, I go to Walmart. At Walmart, it's 94 cents. At Dollar Tree, it's $1. So whoever has it is wherever I buy it from. The reason why I drink Crystal Geyser is because it's a natural occurring alkaline water. My sister's handing me the receipts. I know that's really important to you guys, so I'm gonna go over the receipts. At Trader Joe's, the total was $90.29. And then at Sprouts, the total was $22.08. And for the waters at Dollar Tree, the total was $10. So basically, the only reason why the Trader Joe's one is this expensive this trip is because I had to buy things like this. Like oils are very expensive, and then the seasonings, things like that. So it's not necessarily as cheap as just produce. So that's why it's a little bit more pricey this time. Normally at Trader Joe's, I spend between $40 and $60, and that could be within the whole month. It just depends, again, how much I'm fasting and such like that. But because I had to get, you know, other stuff, and then my sister's also here, I have a little bit more extra stuff so that we both can eat. But usually for myself alone, it's usually between $40 and $60 for the month at Trader Joe's. And then for Sprouts, I never really spend like over $30 for the month. So in total, I would say in a month, I'm spending about $70 on groceries, between $70 and $80 on groceries. And that is about it. I'm gonna show you guys everything on the counter, and yeah. I hope you have a marvelous day or night, whatever time it is, and I'll see you lovelies later. And I hope you have a beautiful night, or I just said that. So if you want, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at iamLindaElaine, Snapchat at JaMexicanBeauty, and I need to eat, I'm hungry. So let me show you this stuff. So this is everything. And that's it.